EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Cummins.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The Steelers at 4-10 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again. And once again, he's going to be pushed backwards. This time back to the 3.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career.
And the Browns have regained the lead. York now for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 21 yards there. And big play on 4th down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Randall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground the time. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Freiermuth from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. Ooh, the juke. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Cummins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll drop to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Steps away to his... In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Browns 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Touchdown, Browns! From 6 yards away.
And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle they go. Randall. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get winged.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
York on now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Browns 28, Steelers 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
2nd and 6. Johnson's got it complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Up the middle they go. Randall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Steelers send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt. And look at this. Another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
From the 20, here's second and a couple.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right in this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 37.
York able to send this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try the left side. Cummins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Randall. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Randall, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Moving inside the 20.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. A good effort there. 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters. And this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Shot. 19 Lions. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Back to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.